This is a little different from my typical weekly vlogs because your girl has been gaining weight around the midsection, and I feel so self-conscious with my body. I do not like my stomach at all. At all. I don't care how much I suck it in and try to get the angles and show you guys videos and pictures when I look my greatest or feel my greatest. I do not like what I see in the mirror. And there's only one person who can change that. Like, I know, especially being an online coach, a personal trainer, if you do not like what you see, you have two choices. You either change the way you look or you keep the way you look. And if you want to keep the way you look, don't complain about the way you look because you're choosing to stay the way you look. You know what I mean? And so all of January, I'm not gonna lie, I said I am going to get it together. I'm gonna eat cleaner. I'm being more intentional. But I just gave myself so many excuses as to why I couldn't get more steps in, why I couldn't eat cleaner, why I had to Uber Eats, why I had to eat out more. From, oh my gosh, I'm moving, I can't cook when I have a full-on kitchen that works. Oh my gosh, when I Uber Eats, I have to get the most of the most because I'm just giving into my craving and just losing the discipline that I've built for so long. Oh my gosh, I can't go to the gym this often because I'm so overwhelmed and I'm busy with work stuff and so many clients wanting to sign up for the one-on-one coaching because it's the new year. Oh my gosh, I have to deal with my move. I can't like go out to the gym for an hour and a half for 3 times a week. Tashana, be so for real right now, girl, because if you do not like the way that you look, you literally can change that by just prioritizing it and wanting it more enough. But clearly you don't want to change enough, hence why you're still sticking with the patterns and the behaviors that's letting you get to that body that you currently don't like. So don't complain about how you don't like the way you look and feel subconscious on, you know, camera and when you show up and just looking at yourself in the mirror, because this is the body that you chose to have. Literally, you guys, that was going through my head these past like couple of days, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna change that today. We're gonna choose to do better and actually get the body that feels comfortable, that we feel confident in, because it is very much attainable. I have the ability to do that, thank God. So let me use my free will and the ability that I have to get that body back. So these next couple weeks, I'm gonna take you guys through weekly vlogs, week by week, on how I cut and how I lean out. So the goal for my cut, okay, is pretty much to cut mainly my midsection. I don't like my midsection whatsoever. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Ugh. And some of you guys might be like, it's not that bad. To me, it's bad. Like, granted, I had breakfast, but like, ew, I feel pregnant. I don't like it at all. I really don't like it at all. So I'm going to be very mindful of how much I eat. I'm gonna try the first, oh yeah, wait, hold on. We're going all over the place. The goal. So the goal is to lean out, specifically my midsection. I wanna shed some inches. I want my stomach to be flat again. I want my stomach to be like snatched again, while not losing my glute gains. I want to maintain my glute gains as much as possible because I worked really hard on my butt. I don't want it to just go away and dissipate because I'm cutting extremely, like, you know what I mean? So those are my goals for this cut. How I'm gonna go about it. So one, I did create for myself a 4-day workout split. Everything I'm gonna be using is on my app. This is exactly what my clients who go through my one-on-one coaching utilizes. So I created a 4-day workout split, 2 leg days, 1 upper body day, and 1 like full body day with some glutes and back and chest exercises. Then I also am going to be getting at least 8,000 steps every single day. And I'm not gonna lie to you, saying that has me like, how? Absolutely how? So be intentional. I live in, well, actually, hold on, chill. Not every single day. That's not even possible. It's possible, but like, we're not, no. I'm going to be getting 8,000 steps minimum 5 days a week. And then on the other 2 days, I want to get like 6,000 steps. The reason for that is because I don't have a walking pad and I don't have the gym in my building open as yet. I do have to call them and figure out when that opens, because if my gym downstairs was open, I would get 8,000 steps every single day easily. But I don't have that. I don't want to have to drive to a gym every single day just to get my steps in. I don't want to have to purchase a walking pad when there's literally going to be a gym open in a little bit. And it's too cold outside to be walking. Like, I probably could go for a walk here and there, just bundle up, especially like during the day when the sun is out. So we'll see. But the goal is 8,000 steps 5 days a week. I want to start off small. I don't want to just jump into something that's not going to be easily attainable. I want to give myself baby steps. Like I want to crawl before we walk, right? So that's that. Also, I am going to be tracking my protein. I'm not going to be tracking entirely what I eat because I have a good idea of how much I eat and I know where to cut back on. But I want to make sure that I'm hitting my goal of at least 120 grams of protein a day. I have to go re-up on some protein powder because that's really going to help me get my protein up. But the reason for that is because I want to make sure that I am maintaining my muscle mass as much as possible. When you are cutting, your body is going to lose weight, and weight is muscle and body fat. But I want to maintain my maintain my muscle mass as much as possible. So obviously weightlifting is going to help with that, and also protein is going to help with that. So I got to make sure that I'm increasing my protein slowly, starting off by 120 and getting up to like 130, 140, which is a hard number for me to hit if I'm being so for real with you. But if I plan and I'm intentional and I know what I'm like meal prepping, I can definitely hit that for sure. Then the other thing too is I'm not going to like hop on a scale. So don't ask me how much I weigh, how much I'm getting down to. I'm not doing it that way. All I'm doing is I'm going off of like what my body looks like. I took pictures, videos, and I'm going to do this weekly. So we're going to check in every single week, every single video. This is so transparent, guys. Oh my gosh, because like I'm actually really insecure about my midsection. I really don't like it. I don't feel confident. And it's like, it kind of sucks too because like I'm a personal trainer and I help women get like flat stomachs, this and a third. And it's like, girl, you're not practicing what you preach, you know? And plus we got to chip in. I know I tell you guys like, try not to set up your like fitness goals around a vacation or a special occasion. But I'm going to Mexico in April. I want to look fine as hell on the beach. So we have 2 months to get it together, which I know I definitely can. Now, if you're someone that wants to do a cut as well, we can do the whole journey thing together, you know, check in with the comments, let me know how it's going, all that below. But I do recommend for you to obviously like track your food. That's the best way for you to know how much you're eating and where you can cut back from. I'm going to start off without tracking my food just because I have a very good idea of how much I eat. And as I said, I know where I can cut back on like certain things when it comes to like milk. So I'll get like unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Then also what I would do too, big game changer here, is I'm not saying don't eat carbs. Absolutely not. You need carbs, especially if you're weightlifting. But what I do is I have one of my meals just be veggies and protein. And that's such an easy way for me to like instantly cut back on calories. And I also avoid snacking. I'm a big snacker. Let me have a bag of chips in my house, some cookies in my house, some ice cream in my house, and I'll finish that bag, cookies and ice cream in like 2 days. It's so bad. So to avoid myself from indulging in those things, I'm just not gonna buy them, period, point blank. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along the journey with these weekly vlogs. So hopefully you guys are either feeling like motivated or you're feeling like, okay, she's relatable, you know? Like, I know people look at me like, oh my God, body goals, blah, blah, blah. But I go through my phases just like you, where I just like lose track of what I've been doing and I fall off. And then I end up not liking what I'm looking like. And then I got to get back into it. So I feel like why not take you guys through that journey so that you guys can feel like, okay, she goes through what I go through too. Anyways, it's almost 10 o'clock. I wanted to get out of here by like 9 o'clock. It's crazy. But today is day 1 of my workout split. So I'm going to be taking you guys through a leg day. We're also going to go to the grocery store because we need to re-up on some groceries. I have absolutely nothing. We're going to meal prep this week. So one thing that I do want to make that I'm like, that might be really good for the winter. I want to make homemade chicken noodle soup. I've never done this before, but something in me is just like, you can do this and you're Jamaican. Like, you know how to make, I don't, my dad knows how, but I'm just like, how hard can it be? So we're gonna pick up some ingredients for that. I also want to make my version of burger bowls. I love me a burger bowl. So that is gonna be either with like actual lettuce, or we're gonna replace the lettuce with not tomatoes, wow. Or we're gonna replace the lettuce with potatoes, but that's gonna be like the 2 main meals for this week. And then we'll have like tacos sometime in between. But I'm really trying to just like program myself to eat the same thing every single day of the week and not just be like, I need to cook up 5 different, like don't overcomplicate your life. Really don't do that. Anyways, so with that being said, gym fit. This is a sports top. I don't even feel comfortable wearing sports bras right now. When my midsection is covered up, you guys really know like I'm not feeling it. Then this is from Amazon. My sweater is from Urban Planet, and my leggings are the navigation leggings because their compression is really, really good. And I just want everything to be compressed right now because, as I said, I don't like my midsection. Anywho, that's enough yapping. Let's go make our way to the gym because it's probably gonna be dumb packed at this time on a Monday. And yeah, hopefully I have some space to record. If I don't record anything, it was just too packed for me to record. Sorry, guys.
I don't usually do this, but you gon' touch it or not. I think all of my values went up with every shot. I'm just out with my girlfriend, the one that never go out. But I'm not tryna talk because the music too loud. I would rather do something better with both of our lips. Or taking your hand and letting you squeeze both these hips. You know it's small in the industry, so you gotta be quiet. Gotta be quiet. Gotta be quiet. You got $1 billion playboy, don't blow it. Look me in my eye, but you won't notice. You know I'm bored as hell, so what we doing? Take me out this club.
I put it down for the LBC. I put it down for a place called Queen. You know I represent the 213. I hold it down for the big city. I keep it gangsta for all my young all the PYTs with their own car keys. I put it down for all the metal ladies. That's all about you. Yeah, skinny back. It's all about you. Alibaba, Gilly J, it's all about you. Lucy Pearl, all over the world. It's all about you. We gon' dance to this one, sure.
I tried to look the other way the day you passed me by. I saw you holding Q-tips, hand, and girl, I damn it died. The way you hold that combo just fits you to a 10. But I just wish that you were sitting right.
That was a very successful grocery run. However, I'm kind of just like, that was a lot of money. Like $180. It was what, $170 at the grocery store, Walmart. I'm like, yeah, we got food at home. I think when I spend that much money one time at a grocery store, I have no like other choice but to eat my food that I just purchased. And the crazy thing too about that is literally like once I walked out of that Walmart, I was like, I'm hungry. Where can I get food immediately? Like Nando's, should I go to maybe Chipotle? Like I just started thinking of different places to go to. And I was like, Tashana, you just bought food to make at home. You're doing a cut. What are you talking about? Get it together. So we're in the kitchen right now. I'm about to make you guys my chicken noodle soup. I've never made this before, so we'll see how it's gonna come out. Bro, like this apartment, who is this tall? Like who really is this tall? Oh God. I'm gonna start off by cooking down or sauteing, I should say, the veggies. So I don't want it to spill, but basically we got chopped up carrot. I have one big jumbo carrot that I chopped up. I have about 3 medium-sized celery stalks, and I have about half an onion. I'm gonna cut up more onion. It was just the balance of an onion that I already had. I am also gonna chop up very finely some garlic. I'm probably gonna put like 3 garlic cloves. And then I have my chicken breast. I have 2 more in the air fryer, but I have my chicken breast here already like cooked. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna like chop that up, get it into like shredded pieces as much as possible, and let that all simmer. I did mess up though. I thought I had chicken broth, but what I have instead, I have beef broth, and this is a red wine beef broth, which I'm just like, this is not gonna come out the color of chicken noodle soup. Like it's gonna come out red, I fear, because it's with red wine. This is supposed to be for like a stew. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I feel like it's not gonna taste that good though. I don't know. We're gonna finesse it. We're gonna figure it out. So I'm just gonna saute first the carrots and then the celery because those are gonna take the longest to saute down compared to like onions and garlic.
It's my mind and my soul, rest of your pride. Nigga, check your ego. Start like mine, at the door. Just because I let it slide. Drowning all in my emotions. I let you drown in this ocean. I'm in, and I try to be strong. How much can I put your words on your lips this time? And I hope your words ain't lying, 'cause no one can take it no more. I'm bound to walk out the door.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This looks like it came straight out of a restaurant. I'm actually really, 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 really impressed with myself because that wasn't hard whatsoever. And we did it without chicken broth. And I'm really happy with the color of the broth. I made a lot. I definitely made a lot. I put pretty much 2 whole chicken breasts in there. And so this is going to be about like, I want to say this whole soup is probably like 120 grams of protein. And I can, no. I can probably like have, I want to say like 5 servings of that. So 120 divided by 5, what is that? Oh my gosh, Tashana. Okay, 120 divided by 5 is 5 divided by 12 is like 2. It's like 20 something grams of protein. Something like that. But anyways, I just really, really, really was craving it. It would be a lot more protein if I put another chicken breast, but I think like the more I have this, I'm probably gonna add another chicken breast in it just so I can get more protein and make it really like high protein. What is this? I have a message. I love how also a lot of you guys are signing up for my one-on-one coaching. That's like so cool. But anyways, let's give this a taste test. This is so hot. Oh, this is so hot. This is so good. Oh my god. This is so good for like a night like tonight where it's so cold. I'm honestly not mad at it. I really do like that. Super quick, super easy, super low calories. Honestly, I use egg noodles because that's what you use in chicken noodle soup. But egg noodles can be a little bit up there in calories. So you can use rice noodles instead. Or you can use like ramen noodles, I guess, if you want to use that. Just to kind of like lower the calories. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm going to have a Poppy. These orange, it's not close. These orange Poppies is supposed to be like, what, the Crush? You know the Orange Crush soda? This is literally like drinking an Orange Crush soda, but this only has 15 grams of calories. And it's supposed to be a probiotic. Is it pro or prebiotic? I'm not too sure, actually. I can't remember. But these are so good. And these are the small mini cans. I know Walmart has them for like $1.50. You can get the bigger ones. I know Loblaws has them for like $2.50. But I've been loving these lately, honestly. So I'm going to enjoy my Poppy. I need a straw, actually. So good. I'm going to enjoy my dinner. And then I will check in with you guys tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, let's do a check count for our steps, actually. Because our steps should be, we are at 7,700 steps. So we're definitely going to hit 8,000 for the day. You know, just walk around my house doing stuff, whatever. I still have a few more things to do, and then I'm going to wind down. But definitely hitting the 8K. So that's day 1 of hitting 8K steps. We still have 4 more days to do. What I'm going to do for my 8K steps is I'm going to do them on my days that I go to the gym because it's so much easier for me to get 8K steps in when I'm at the gym. I could just hop on the treadmill for like 30 minutes after my workouts, and I can even throw in like a 10-minute before my workout. Yes, I'm going to be at the gym for longer. Like I'll probably be at the gym for almost 2 hours, which I really do not like. especially on a leg day, because typically I'm that girl who's in and out the gym within like an hour and 15 minutes. But if I do that, then I'm not going to get my steps in for sure. And I have to be intentional. I have to be more like organized and planning things properly, right? And not setting myself up. I called the front desk to ask them when the gym is going to be opening downstairs. They said they don't know. So I'm just going to have to do with what I got to do. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up early, go to the gym. I won't show you guys that workout because I need to wake up early, go to the gym, get back home in time for my first meeting at 10:30. So that means we got to be up and out of here by like 8. Not even 7:30. Like we got to get up and out of my house before the sun comes up, before the sun fully rises. So anyways, I'm not gonna be able to take you guys with me because it takes time to like record while I'm doing all that, but I'll check in with you guys sometime this week to like kind of see how everything is going with my week 1 of my cut. So yeah.
You made me wanna go, go to just to put it down on you. You made me wanna be all of the things that you let me with. You made me wanna go to just to put it down on you. You made me wanna be all of the things that you let me with. You made me wanna go.
So it's been a couple of days. Good morning. It's 9 o'clock. It's Thursday right now. And my cycle just started. It's actually early because I should start my cycle really next week. But I woke up and I'm like, ugh, why? Like, why? Why? Like, I honestly just wish sometimes we can just get a text and be like, all right, you're not pregnant. Cool. Even though it's like physically impossible for me to get pregnant. But anyways, well, like at this moment. But all that to say, energy is so drained, but that's not stopping me from sticking to the plan of 4 workouts every single week. So I showed you guys the leg day. I showed you guys a little bit of my upper body day at the gym. And then I did legs again yesterday. So today's been my 4th day. Typically, my 4th day is like a full body day where I do like bench, I do some glute stuff, and then I believe I do some back stuff. But quite frankly, I think I'm just going to go on the treadmill for like 45 minutes, really get my steps in. I wasn't going to aim for 8K today. My goal was to do 8K tomorrow because remember how I said like I'm going to do 5 days, 8K steps. So the 5 days would have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because we hit 8K all 3 days. And then it was going to be Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday, Sunday would have been like my lower steps. But I have some time before my meetings. So I'm like, let me just hop over to the gym, do some cardio. I also haven't trained my abs quite yet this week. So we're going to do that. And then I'll see if I want to throw in like some lower body stuff, chest, bench. I don't know. I'm kind of going to go with the flow and see what it's given at the gym first. But we're going to go and do that, even though like literally just want to lay down on my stomach all day. But the more I think about my cycle, my cramps, all of that, the more I'm going to actually cramp. And the less I think about it and just move my body and just, do what I have to do, the less crampy I get. So, have my little coffee in hand. I do want to say we are failing very miserably with tracking the protein. I told you guys I wanted to track just my protein and not like my entire food. But I can honestly say to you guys, I don't think I've tracked my protein since Monday. And I want to say Monday morning, afternoon. After that, I haven't tracked it. Like, I made the chicken noodle soup, which is so good, you guys. I love it so much. I also made my ground beef. So I've been having, like, tacos with the ground beef just because that's low carbs, high protein. But I haven't been tracking, like, how much ground beef I've been having. I just need to pull out my scale and do it. That's what I need to do. I just need to pull out my scale and see what I'm actually doing. So my breakfast, I know how much protein I get because I have the same breakfast every single day. So I had my oatmeal with turkey bacon, coffee. Sometimes I'll put in, like, a slice of sourdough, but I'm not feeling for that. So my breakfast this morning was, like, 20-ish grams of protein. I'm not an egg girl. That's something that you guys should also know is you don't need to eat particular things to cut or to get protein in. Well, like, Okay, no, you do need to eat particular things to get protein in because some things have more protein than others. But when you're in a cut, you're trying to lean out. There's no like specific things you need to be eating. It's just a matter of eating the things that you like, but in moderation. Because if you start eating things that you think you need to eat that you may not even like, it's gonna make it so much harder for you to stick within your cut. Like, for example, I do not like canned tuna. The girls who eat sardines out of a can and put in some oil and lemon in it, that's just not for me. I'm not going to do that. I don't like eggs. The smell of eggs make me want to throw up in the morning. I'm not going to eat that. So if I was to force myself to get more protein in for breakfast by making some scrambled eggs and putting as much cheese and sauce and this and that so I can tolerate it, I'm not going to stick to that. Because if I start to depend on getting that 12 grams of protein from my eggs, I know I'm not going to stick to that. So I'm going to have to figure out a way down the line to get those 12 grams of protein in because I'm not going to be able to stick to eating eggs. Same thing with like tuna and sardines. If I start having that for lunch, I know I'm not going to stick with that. It's going to make me want to throw up and barf because quite frankly to me, fish in a can is for cats. Like, see what you want, come for me, I don't care. But it's giving cat food. It's giving very much cat food. And I just can't fathom the thought of that. So it's honestly just a matter of eating in like moderation, eating less than what you're typically eating, right? And so as I said, you can cut out from like the carbs, not cut it out, but you can cut some of it out. So that's what I've been doing. I will have like, I have my coffee in my hand. I haven't even took one sip of it, but I would have tacos, and my tacos are corn tortilla, so they're healthier, lower calories, I would say. And for two tortillas, it's 105 calories. So I usually have about three, so that's 150 calories. Whereas if I was to have, let's say, 150 grams of rice, that would be like 240 calories. So I'm cutting down 100 calories from this. And then that doesn't mean, though, I cut out 100 calories from this and I put it into something else. No, I'm cutting it out completely. And so if I was to do also just protein and let's say veggies, then my veggies honestly won't be over 100 calories because like veggies is pretty low in calories. So I'll be cutting back if I was to replace my rice with veggies 150, 140 calories. You know what I mean? So those are like the small little things that I'm doing to cut back. And I'm also just going off of like how I feel. One thing that I've been trying this week that has been working is when you're eating, obviously you're sitting down, right? And once you finish your food, stand up, walk around a bit, see how you feel. Let the food like kind of flow through you, you know? And then you'll be able to determine like, okay, I feel satiated. I feel good. Because often what I realize is when I'm sitting down and I'm eating and I finish my food, I feel still sometimes like I can keep eating. And then I'll get up and I'm like, oh no, you're actually satiated. If you keep eating, you're gonna be like overeating at this point. So don't do that. So it's just really getting in tune with what satiation, I don't even know if that's a word, but what eating till I'm good feels like. And then also at the end of the day. So two things I've noticed too in the last couple of days with my cut. Let me take a sip of my coffee because it's just staring at me. My coffee is also low calorie because I use unsweetened almond milk, which is like 35 calories for a cup, and I put about a cup of milk in my coffee, and then I use a tablespoon of my creamer, which is another like 30 calories. So another thing that I've been noticing, and this usually does happen when you're in a cut, and this is a very good indication that you are in a cut, and so that is at the end of the night, I start to feel like I'm not stuffed and full, but I'm feeling like, okay, I'm gonna be hungry in the morning. I don't know if this makes any sense. I don't know if this makes any sense. But usually I'm that girl that like I eat dinner and then I have a snack at night and I'll feel like full going to bed. But lately I've been feeling not full. Sometimes I'll feel a little bit of hunger, but not too much. And sometimes that hunger is like, okay, go have a snack. But I'm like, no, just wait until the morning and you'll wake up hungry for breakfast. And I've been waking up really hungry for breakfast. Like this morning, I was like starving. 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to have breakfast. And so I had my breakfast. So just trying to like ignore certain hunger cues at night, if that makes sense, just so that I can make sure I'm not eating too much food. But had I been counting my calories, obviously I would know how much calories I would be able to have at night if I had any left over. But because I'm not doing that, I'm just gonna follow like, okay, ignore that little hunger cue. Just go to bed, wake up, have breakfast. This also doesn't mean, you guys, that like if I am starving, like I literally feel my stomach like eating itself and it's grumbling and growling and I can't think of anything because I'm literally hungry, then I will have something light. I'll have like a bowl of cereal. I'll make like a protein shake, something like that, you know, that's going to be satiated. Well, the protein shake will be more satiating, but something just to kind of feed my hunger, because I'm not starving myself. Like that's not going to happen. And then what I would do the next day is I would just alter my dinner. I would make my dinner more filling so that it can carry me through the night and into the morning. Because the goal is to not really have to snack. Honestly, like just pick one light snack and have that at the end of the night rather than having like a snack in the middle of the day between lunch and dinner and then a snack again at the end of the day after dinner. So that's the goal, without having to count my calories. I'm not completely against it. If I need to get to that point where I have to count my calories because I'm not liking the way I'm looking, then cool. But I'm gonna give my body a good like 2 weeks to kind of see like where I'm at with everything that I've been doing, especially considering the fact that I'm on my cycle right now. So it's a little like, yeah. Like if I, oh my God, I definitely feel bloated. Like this bloat is absolutely but it's mother nature. Like it is what it is. And this is why I'm wearing such compression clothing to the gym today, and I'm covering up everything. But also too, like as I get older, I'm really liking, and I said this before in my videos, I like to just wear tops that cover me up and that snatch me in. Like I'm not a big sports bra girl as much as I used to, even though I have so many sports bras, and I'm like, I have to wear what I have. But anyways, whatever. Gym Fit. Obviously, this is Gymshark. This is like, believe, the Vital Seamless tops, which is really cute. I love them. And then I have these flared yoga pants from Amazon. I actually really love these yoga pants. I have 2 yoga pants that I really like from Amazon, but I think these ones are my favorite. They're light, and I got these in an extra small because I wanted to be more compressed, and I really do like that extra small. So I'm actually going to probably pick up a black one online sometime this week. But anyways, all dressed, gonna head to the gym. Step counts for the day, we're not gonna be much, honestly. How much are we at? Let's see. We're at 971. That's more than I thought it would be. That would be like 500. Anyways, let's go to the gym. Let's go do cardio. I'm listening to a podcast while I do my cardio. It just makes the time go by so much faster. And then do some abs, see where we're at from there. And then come back home because I have a meeting that I need to attend to. I got 2 meetings. So let's do that. Am I going to take you guys with me? Probably. We'll see. I don't know. Let's go. That was actually, guys, a really good workout. I'm happy that I went and did my workout because honestly, like the way I was feeling, as you guys had seen, which way am I going? Yeah, the way I was feeling, as you guys had seen, like was just absolutely not it. But I feel so much better now. It has been a couple of hours since my little quick workout. I didn't really do much, actually. Like what you guys saw was pretty much exactly what I did. 35, no, it was more than that. I had 25 minutes left from an hour. So I did about 35 minutes of cardio on the treadmill. When I do the treadmill, honestly, a lot of it is just for me to like get my steps in. I'm not going at a crazy pace, crazy incline. At most, I'll incline it to like 1.5, but my speed is typically between like 2.6, 2.7-ish. Nothing too crazy. And after that, I did some seated hip abductions, which you guys saw. 3 sets. I did 10 to 12 reps leaning back, which targets more the upper glutes to get that like projection look. And then I did the same amount of reps leaning forward, which is actually going to target, whoo, my God, that was a big turn. That's going to target more so the upper and the middle glutes. So that's why I do both of them in one set. And now I am heading to go get my nails refilled because they're not looking the greatest. Remember that like story from my previous vlog where I was getting my nails done and I did not like it whatsoever, the French, because the guy was just not comprehending That sounds so mean. But he just wasn't really like understanding what I was looking for. We're gonna go back to the same nail salon. Maybe get a different nail tech, but we'll see. But I'm really, really, really thinking about doing French again because I really do like the French. I just don't know if I want to go to red just quite yet because you guys already know, like, I love my red nails, and if it's not red, I'm gonna do French. But the French is really like growing on to me, so I think I want to stick with the French again, but this time I want the French tip to be a little deeper because right now it's not. And then I also want to get a pedicure because that's way, way, way overdue. Why didn't this guy go? Anyways, so we're gonna go do that, and she almost backed up into my car. We're gonna go do that if I have time, because I do have a call in about 4 hours. So if I have time after the nails, I'm gonna go over to HomeSense and see if I can get like a new candle and whatever other things that they may have that's available, because we're always like furnishing our apartment. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the nail salon. Especially purple, green, red, and blue. Okay, the nail tech did a lot of a better job this time around. It was a different girl. And I got her name. So next time I go, I can request her again, because she also did my toes, which we just went with straight white. At first I was thinking about doing French, but then I'm like, ugh, that might take a little bit longer. I don't want to be in this salon too long. I also wanted to go to HomeSense, and I had an appointment, right? But she did a really good job. I wanted you guys, as I told you, to do like a deeper French. I wanted the tip of the end of the French to go like more in the middle here. Literally, do you see like how much more of a difference? That small little difference, right? She was like, it's gonna be $20 more. No, I'm good. I'd rather give you tip, like more in tip, than pay $20 more. Like, it's not a matter of I'm not willing to pay that much money. No, what it really is like certain things are just not justifiable to me. And just getting a little bit of a longer tail for the French tip for $20 makes no sense to me. That's just not justifiable. Absolutely not. So I just said, listen, do what you would usually do with regular French tip then, because you don't charge more for French, but you charge more to extend the end tip of the French. Like, anyways, whatever. Went to HomeSense. Didn't really see anything for, like, I want to get a TV. Not a TV. My God, I need to eat something. I'm like, I need to get an end table for my living room. I'm looking for a black one, but I don't want to just rush and get one. I want to find a really nice one. So I just been looking around HomeSense, TrickTube, IKEA, not IKEA, but where else? Wayfair, even Amazon, and I haven't seen anything just quite yet. So that's that. I also want to get as well like brown linens for my bed. I'm really over the white, if I'm being so honest with you guys, because right now it's just white and it's very just bland. And I feel like if I was to get a brown comforter set, it would just make it pop more, because the neutral is not doing what it needs to do for me, quite frankly. The HomeSense didn't have any like linen sets that were brown. All of the linen sets were more so like light pastel, pink, spring colors, which I get because we're going into spring. But I think I'm probably have to look online or something, or go to the linen chest. Linen chest is literally for linen, so I'll probably see there. But I did pick up some of the pink stuff because I don't know why, but recently my pans have been accumulating these like marks, and I need to get this off. Like, I don't know, ever since I moved into this apartment, whenever I cook on this, it's so much harder to remove this. And this is a non-stick pan, and it still has that layer of non-stick on it. So I don't understand why it looks like it's not properly scrubbed. Also got candles because I told you guys I wanted to get. HomeSense honestly has the best candles in my opinion, especially the brand Sand and Fog. I love this brand so much. So I got this scent. This one is what scent is this? This is Linen and Lilies. And it's pink, which I think is really cute, very floral. It's given Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is literally next week, Saturday, I think. Yeah. It smells so good. And the other one I got, ooh, this one smells good. This one is Fresh Jasmine, and I love jasmine jasmine and gardenia are my favorite like smells, honestly, especially when it comes to like perfumes. I love me a gardenia base perfume, and so this is definitely given floral 110%. I have about 30 minutes until my next call. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm actually starving and I can't wait until dinner, I'm gonna make myself a protein shake because one, we need to get our protein up. Like I told you guys earlier, this is a lot better lighting. I told you guys earlier that my protein is really, really low if I'm not being intentional about it. And I know I had my chicken noodle soup. I added some more shredded chicken breast in it to get more protein in. But if I have a protein shake every single day, it's going to allow me to get at least a good another like 25 to 30 grams of protein. So I do have some more protein powder coming in this week from Good Protein. Code to Shauna 30 for 30% off. But we are going to make ourselves a protein shake. Now, for my protein shakes, I usually will put like fruits because that's the way I get my serving of fruits in for the day. If I don't do it in my protein shake or my oatmeal, I'm not gonna eat fruits. The only time I'll eat fruits, little tip, is if let me make my shake at the same time. Speaking of fruits, I need to get some more because this is gonna be done any minute. I'm gonna put some almond milk, but the almond milk I'm gonna use is just gonna be regular vanilla almond milk, just because I want it to be a little bit more flavorful. I also picked up recently this flaxseed and chia seed mix, which flaxseed and chia seeds, you guys don't know, one, pretty good source of fiber. It has some protein as well, not too much, just a little bit. Actually, don't quote me on that. There's not much protein here. It's more so for fiber, and I think iron as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it says literally like 3 tablespoons, which I wouldn't do 3 tablespoons, but 3 tablespoons of this is 150 calories and you get 9 grams of fiber. But I'm just gonna put like 1 tablespoon of this in. And I also, would I be able to make a chia seed pudding with this? Probably not, because it's chia seeds and flax seeds in here, but it's not chia seeds. But I do want to make a chia seed pudding. I just have to get like the containers, the mason. You guys are gonna see all these things in the upcoming vlogs, because as I said, I'm gonna be putting you guys on to like high protein, low calories kind of meals, desserts as well, things when you have like a little sweet tooth, because I have a sweet tooth, especially this time of the month when I'm like craving stuff like crazy. Oh, I actually don't like flax seeds. And they're whole. Okay, like anything that looks like, you guys are gonna see 1 second. Did you guys see this? It looks like bird food. And anytime I eat something that looks like bird food, it just makes me feel like, but that's healthy food. Usually healthy foods look like bird food. But anyways, whatever. I'm gonna blend it up so that way I don't taste it, because if I taste it, that's when I'm really gonna be like, I wanna throw up. I'm such a picky person, it's crazy. I'm gonna use the rest of my protein powder. This is the Good Protein high protein powder. So their old formula has, I think it's 21 grams of protein, but their new formula for just 2 flavors, the vanilla and the chocolate, have 32 grams of protein per scoop, which is amazing, because if you know, vegan protein, you don't get as much grams of protein per scoop as you would with whey protein. So I don't know what they did to this new formula to make it higher protein, but I'm with it. Cheers, guys. This is good. This is actually good. And you don't taste the flax seeds or chia seeds. Let's see also how many steps we are at for the day. We should have definitely hit 8,000. Yeah, we did. You guys see that? We're at 8,100 steps. So we hit our goal for the day. That means we are at how many days this week? Oh my gosh, we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 4 days straight. I just have one more day to hit my 8K, which I'm thinking I'm gonna do that for Saturday, because tomorrow, as I said, like I don't want to go nowhere, and I'll see how I feel when I wake up in the morning with like cramps and stuff. I usually know like the first 2 days is just no bueno. That's why I'm feeling like ugh and groggy. It's because I forgot about my cycle. Duh. But yeah, and I have a few like things to do in terms of like client check-ins, onboard some new girls. A lot of girls have been signing up for one-on-one coaching, and so I have to make sure that I have their programs and everything ready so that they can start next week. But yeah, I'm gonna check in with you guys. I want to say Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna check in on Saturday, and we're gonna just kind of go over the whole entire week, just try to see like how it went. I look so blue right now. It's absolutely crazy. I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. And I look bald. Ew, but I look cute, like with a little bald head. Oh, I would just have to get like lashes. Okay, off topic. Wow. I'm gonna check with you guys on Saturday to kind of see like how the whole week went, and then also see like what are some changes that I can make going into the next week so that it can be a better week than the first week, depending on how things go in terms of like things that I weren't able to achieve, things that I failed at, which is tracking my protein. We already know that at this point. And everything that we were really good at, how can we just replicate that again and do even better, challenge ourselves even more type of thing. So I'll see you guys on Saturday for the little check-in. Baby, no propane, got good pussy, girl, can I be sane? He knowing the reason that I'm feeling this way. Oh, baby, play this song for... Wait for it. Don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, good morning. Good afternoon, actually. It's like 1:30. It is literally 1:30 p.m. Guys, tell me how, not to show you the middle finger, but like, my nail broke. My nail that we literally got done 2 days ago chipped off. And I haven't had a nail broke or chip in like forever. I was literally opening my cabinet to get my coffee out, and I was pulling the little black handle, and I heard it, and I was like, no, and the nail chipped. So we're gonna go get it fixed. I should get this fixed for free because this was literally done 2 days ago. It should not be chipping. And my nails are so short. I have like such itty bitty short nails. Why are they chipping? I don't know, maybe because I need to get a fresh set. I haven't gotten a fresh set in a little bit. So the next time I do my nails, I'm gonna ask them to remove it and put a fresh set on. And I actually wanna go long again. I wanna do like long coffin style. But nah, this is crazy. So we're gonna go do that. But before we do the nails, I'm gonna go to the gym. Crazy, I'm going to the gym 5 days in a week. Who am I? I used to go to the gym 3 days a week, and then I started to go 4 days a week, and now I'm going 5 days a week, and not even just any 5 days. I'm going on a Saturday. I have been that girl for as long as I can remember who will never go to the gym on the weekends, because the weekends was just my time to relax, like raw on the couch, do nothing, or if I have plans, I'll go out. But today I'm like, I need to get my steps in. We haven't hit 8,000 steps for 5 days, and that is the goal, and we're sticking to that. So right now the step count is probably low, 949. I'm surprised we're even there. I thought I was gonna get like 300 because I literally was rotting on the couch all morning. I was watching the documentary, what is it? Lacey Letby, the one with the UK nurse who was just like killing, not unborn babies, but like newborns. But it was so boring. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I fell asleep halfway through, and then I woke up and I'm like, I should just go to the gym. So yeah, we're gonna go to the gym, do some cardio, get some full body workouts in, and just really throw things into the workout. Nothing really structured or planned, even though I do have a full body day workout planned for today. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go to the gym and at least move my body. The main goal for today is just getting my steps in, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I'll probably throw in a little bit of ab stuff because I haven't trained my abs all week, if I'm being very honest with you guys. So then after the gym, we're gonna go fix the nail, and after the nail, we'll do the little sit down chit chat, talk about how the week went, failures, progression, and things that needs to be adjusted for the following week, so that way we can continuously keep progressing. Anyways, quick little gym fit for the day. I have sports bra, Bondo, Gymshark. At this point, if you guys have watched me for a long time, you probably have seen these outfits like 1,001 times. But this is a sweater. It's supposed to be that like BBL sweater, zip up sweater, Lululemon, would dupe, whatever you want to call it, Urban Planet. I can't see myself spending $90, $100 on a zip-up sweater, so I get these from Urban Planets. They're like literally, what, 15 bucks, 20 bucks max, and I like the quality, I like the fit, I like them. And then pants are these flared yoga pants from Amazon. I'll leave that link down below for you guys. I get them in a seam 33 inches because I'm a tall girl, 5'9", and I like my pants to be down to the floor, not up to my ankles. No bueno. So go to the gym, go do that. Hopefully it's not busy, and then I will check in with you guys later. I don't know if I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm not gonna take you guys with me to the gym. Probably show you a little quick 1-2, 1-2, just because I feel like it's nothing new. You guys are gonna see me do the same thing that you see me do already in this vlog. So if you guys want me to do a week of workouts during my cut, let me know and I'll make that for you guys. But till then, I'll just be throwing in my workout sprinkle, montage, little vibe. And yeah, so let's go to the gym.
I had you turned out. What's my mood? Try me, come find out. One more time. Stop trying to read my mind. I'm not her and she's not me, and you're not mine. No, yeah, with me. Baby, don't be with me. Please don't bother me.
Guys, outside is cold as hell. Like, it is freezing cold outside, honestly. But it was a really good workout. Very, very, very good workout. Honestly, the gym was really packed, hence why I didn't show you guys anything other than my ab circuit. I believe it was good footage. I don't know. If you guys saw it, then obviously it was good footage. If you guys didn't see it, then it wasn't the greatest footage. But pretty much what I did was I was on the treadmill. Typical incline was like 1.5, speed was 2.7, and I was on it for 35 minutes. And then once I finished with the treadmill, I went over to do some strength training. So I did some lat pull downs for my back, and then everything else was like glutes. So I did RDLs, I did sumo squats, I did capo hip abductions, and I did my ab circuit, and then I headed out. Went to go fix my nail, so she did that, which was really good because the same nail tech that did my nails was there. So they were able to fix it for free, thankfully, which it should be the case because I literally was there 2 days ago. Then I headed over to the dollar store. I found these cute little jars from the dollar store. What I'm gonna put in these jars is, one, I'm gonna put my coffee, like an instant coffee, and then I'm gonna put my brown sugar, just so that they don't have like the packaging in my cabinet, my pantry area. I think this looks really cute and nice because what I have for my salt, actually, I didn't show you guys this as yet, but I have this cute little salt container. Got this from Amazon. I'll leave a link down below, and it just like slides open, so you have it for the salt, which I think is really cute than having like a big bag of salt in my pantry. But yeah, steps for the day, we are at 7,500, so that's really good. We're for sure gonna hit 8,000 steps by the end of today and get our 5 days of 8K steps in for the week. Now, let's do a little recap of what has worked, what hasn't worked. Well, first thing first is I am loving the results that I'm getting already week 1. As you guys saw like earlier right before this clip, I was showing you guys a bit of what my like midsection looks like. Granted, yes, this is straight after me doing my cardio, ab strength training, so my abs are obviously popping a lot. Wow, let's brighten the screen a little. Okay, that's a lot better. So because I just did an ab circuit, of course my abs are popping. This happens with every muscle you train. After you finish training a muscle, the muscle is gonna be pumped with blood, so it's gonna look the best it can possibly look, and hence why a lot of people take like their post-workout, or they feel so good about the muscle group that they just worked out because the blood is pumping to that muscle. Like your glutes, right? After you do a glute day, I don't know if you guys ever noticed how your glutes look so good, it looks so plump, it looks so lifted, and that look kind of like diminishes throughout the day. It's because of that glute pump. That's what it's called. So yes, granted, my abs look really good, my stomach looks really good. However, I can look at that and compare it to 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, after I did an ab circuit, and what my body looked like. My midsection didn't look as lean, as slimmed down as it looks today. And one thing that, not one thing, the 2 things that have really contributed to that, and I know that for a fact, which is why I'm doing this video, is my nutrition as well as my steps. So just moving my body more, getting my steps in, being more intentional about it is such a game changer. I cannot express this like enough to you guys. The goal right now was 8K steps 5 days a week. I want to do that again next week because it did feel like it was a little bit challenging for me for the simple fact that, one, as I told you guys earlier in this vlog, I don't have a treadmill in my building and I don't have a walking pad in my apartment, and I don't want to go purchase a walking pad because I'm just like, I just don't want to spend that much money on a walking pad when I have other things to spend that money on. Like, one, I have to renew my passport. Two, I have to renew my car registration, which is like $400. I also have other things that I need to do for my apartment, and I'm like, a walking pad, we're cool off of that. So doing the 5 days a week, I think, is really, really beneficial. So making sure that the 4 days that I do go to the gym to strength train, that I'm like programming in my program, I am going to go on the treadmill for like 30 minutes. I've been doing 10 minutes before my workout and then about 20, 30 minutes after my workout. And that gets me to 8K steps by the end of the day. Now, the 5th day, this week, I went to the gym. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, if I'm going to go to the gym. Hopefully, cross fingers, there is a day that it's nice outside so I can actually go for a walk and get 8K steps in. But we're going to see, because next week I do have a hair appointment. Finally, I'm getting braids back in the head. Have a hair appointment on Wednesday, so I'm going to be sat in that chair all day and I'm not going to get any movement in. So that immediately is one day, not 8K steps. So I'm going to have to plan out my week and see what are going to be the days that I'm going to get my 8K steps. It's going to have to be literally every other day because Sunday is my busiest day for work. So I'm not going to, So just planning things ahead of time is really helpful. But as I was saying, the 8K steps 5 times a week has really been beneficial in helping me. Eventually, I want to get to the point of doing 8K steps every day, but realistically for me, that's just not possible. And right now, with the 8K steps 5 days a week compared to not doing it at all for the week, has been showing some type of difference in my body. The second thing that I know has helped with me leaning out this past week is my nutrition. You guys, nutrition is 80% of the results. Whether you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to lean out like what I'm doing, or you're trying to build your glutes, if you are not eating enough or you're eating the right ways, you are not going to get the results you're looking for. Everything you're doing is going to be in vain. And that's why I knew like I had to really tighten up with my eating. And don't get me wrong, it is the hardest part of it all. The nutrition is the hardest part of any fitness journey because nutrition is literally every single day, several times a day, whereas working out is a couple of times in a week for like an hour and a half. So that is something that most people have an easier time committing to and doing. But the nutrition is where a lot of people struggle with, including myself. You guys seen that I said I wanted to track my food. Have I tracked my food this week? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I don't want to have to track my food because I just find it so tedious and annoying. And I want to first try, as I said to you guys, without tracking. And so far, it's been doing a good thing. However, the issue is I know that I'm eating in a deficit because I can tell by how I feel, intuitively eating, cutting back on what I typically would eat on, cutting back on my snacking. But the one thing that I don't know how much I'm having, and it's so key and important for my goals, is my protein. Like, I need to track the protein. That's the biggest mistake that I've made this week, and I haven't been intentional about, that I'm going to have to be intentional about in the next week. So when you guys see the week 2 vlog and I'm not counting my calories, not my calories, but my protein, please clock me. In the comment section, call me out, be like, girl, where's the protein at? How much protein did you have today? So I really, really, really want to make sure that in next week's vlog for week 2, I am letting you guys know how much protein I'm having almost every single day or when I talk to you guys, as well as things that's helping me get my protein in as a picky eater who doesn't eat eggs, canned tuna, cat food in a... Let me stop. I don't want to come for people, but you know what I mean? So that is that. One thing I do know that I'm going to do to help myself get more protein in is have protein shakes. So I have set myself up to have protein shakes more often this week coming up. So I just made a order with Good Protein. I should be getting it today. I have 3 new packs of the protein powders coming in. It's going to be the vanilla that I had earlier, the 32 grams. It's going to be also the cupcake vanilla flavor, and it's going to be their strawberry milkshake, I think it is, flavor. Those are my 3 favorites. So I have all that. I have some fruits as well to make with my smoothie, the flaxseed, chia seeds, as you guys seen. So that's going to ensure that I for sure get at least 25 to 30 grams of protein in addition to my meals. I just have to be very more intentional with my meals and have an idea of how much grams of protein is a chicken serving that I like to have, or ground beef or shrimps, things like that. But I do have a few things I'm going to be making. I have a steak right now that I'm marinating to have later. So that strip loin steak is going to be a good like 40 something grams of protein. But I know for breakfast, I only had 21 grams of protein. And so that only puts me at, oh my God, this is so bad to say, that only puts me at like 265 grams of protein. So I for sure have to have a protein shake later today. I'm just waiting for my order to come in. And even at that, bro, like that's going to take me to like under 100 grams of protein. And that is because I didn't have lunch. Like I went to the gym after breakfast during lunchtime, and now it's dinner time. So don't do like me. Don't skip meals, because when you skip meals, it's so hard, as you guys can clearly see, for you to reach your protein goal at the end of the day. So with that being said, I think overall week 1 is pretty successful. You know, the main thing was just tracking the protein so I can have a lot more insight on how much protein I'm having a day. So that way I can maintain my muscle mass. I can maintain my glute gains as much as possible as I lean out. And we'll do a check-in at the end of week 2 where like I show you guys side by side photos of where I started and where I'm at midway through the month, and we can go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first week of my cut, of me leaning out, trying to get a flatter stomach while keeping my glute gains. If you guys have any questions about my journey, what I'm doing, or anything that didn't make any sense, let me know down below. I hope you guys are liking this concept, this kind of weekly vlog style. Let me know down below. If you do, make sure you subscribe so you guys are following along and staying on track with my journey. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye. You could do